When we talk about the best Counter-Strike players in 2024, three names immediately come to mind: Dong, ZywOo, and m0NESY. These players have shown incredible skill and have set the bar for what it means to be the best. But among these top talents, m0NESY has proven why he deserves the title of the best player of the year. Let's break down why this young Russian opper has stood out from the competition. To really see why m0NESY is considered the top player in 2024, we need to look at his performances in the most important event. One of his standout moments was at the Blast Premier World Final. This event wasn't just another tournament for him, it was a display of sheer dominance. He played a huge role in defeating Team Spirit led by Dong in two separate matches. He also outplayed ZywOo's Vitality, securing the MVP award. This wasn't an easy task and showed that m0NESY could outperform the best players on the biggest stage. But the Blast World Final was only one part of his impressive year. m0NESY was also a key player at IEM Dallas and Blast Premier Fall Final, leading G2 to victory. These wins proved that his talent was consistent and not just a one-time show. His ability to stay calm and adapt during matches set him apart from the others. In esports, stats are important because they show how good a player really is. In 2024, m0NESY's numbers were incredible. He won 3 MVP awards from HLTV, more than ZywOo and Dong, who both had 2 each. MVP titles are given to players who make their biggest impact in a tournament, so having the most MVPs shows how often m0NESY was the key player. His average rating in big event was at 1.40, which is a huge number that puts him among the best players ever. His KD ratio was around 1.40, also showing that he could get important kills while staying alive. These numbers prove that m0NESY wasn't just having good moments here and there. He was consistently amazing all year. While stats are important, how a player performs against other top players is just as crucial. Here, m0NESY really shined. Against Dong Spirit, m0NESY was a tough opponent. Though Dong had an amazing year himself, with wins at IEM Katowice, the Blast Premier Spring Final, and even Bad Boom Dash at Belgrade 2, but Spirit couldn't keep up their strong start, and their performance dropped later in the year. Meanwhile, m0NESY kept getting better. ZywOo is another story. He's been known as one of the best players of all time, and in 2024, he won IEM Cologne, which is one of the biggest events, but that was the only big win for ZywOo and Vitality. They came close in other tournaments like ESL Pro League Season 19 and IEM Dallas, but ended up in second place, or losing in the playoffs. ZywOo's individual play was still great, but Vitality's struggles hurt his case for being the best. And to be quite frank, Vitality are the new chokers of the scene. On the other hand, m0NESY's strong performances and ability to lift G2 in key moments gave him the edge. He could switch up his style, playing aggressively or more safely, making him hard to predict. This flexibility helped him outplay even the best players in the world. m0NESY was at the center of G2's success in 2024. The team won IEM Dallas, Blast Fall Final, and the Blast World Final, with m0NESY playing a major role in all of them. His impact was clear, not just in big plays, but in how he controlled matches. Whether it was getting an early pick or winning a clutch round, m0NESY's influence was everywhere. Even in tournaments where G2 didn't win, like the Esports World Cup in the Saudi, where they finished second, m0NESY's performance still stood out. He stayed consistent and performed well under pressure, proving he was essential to the team. Dong had a strong start of the year, leading Spirit to win at IEM Katowice, the Blast Spring Final. He was called the breakout star of the year, with an aggressive style that reminded people of legendary riflers like Nico. But Spirit's form dropped midway through the year, and Dong didn't have the same impact. m0NESY, on the other hand, kept playing at a top level, showing why he's the best. ZywOo is also a consistent performer, that's why he's in the top 3. He's known for being reliable, and he showed that again in 2024, but Vitality's struggles in key moments hurt his overall case. They couldn't finish strong in big matches, which led people to see them as the team that fell short when it mattered the most. Even though ZywOo's individual skill was incredible, he couldn't carry Vitality alone. And I specifically talked about this in one of my articles. There is a continuous pattern of depending on ZywOo a lot. If ZywOo performs and drops like 1.40 rating, then Vitality wins easily. Otherwise, when he's more in his human form, they often struggle with close matches or even lose at most of the time. When deciding who is the best player trophies count. m0NESY's wins at IM Dallas, Blast Fall Final and the World Final give him the edge. ZywOo, despite his great play, only managed one major event. While that's still impressive, Vitality's other results, second places and playoff losses, are very terrible for his case. Dong's achievement included wins at IM Katowice, another huge event of the year, while also getting some wins at the Spring Final and Bitboom Dasha. While these wins were impressive, Spirit's lack of consistency limited Dong's impact over the whole year. 2024 was in fact an incredible year for Counter-Strike. With amazing plays and intense competition across the board, Dong brought fresh energy and showed he is a star for the future. ZywOo continued to prove he is one of the best ever to touch the game, even if Vitality didn't always match his level. But when it comes to the full package, numbers, trophies, clutch moments, consistency in everything, m0NESY stands out as the best player of 2024. He's the best player for now, because this whole conversation can change. If one of the other two best players, and I'm talking about Dong or ZywOo, wins the perfect World Shanghai Major, then in that case, we're gonna have a different conversation. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.